I'm John Belletto. I'm a concrete contractor in Jersey City.
John, would you kindly spell your last name?
Balletto.
A-L-L.
Etto.
Yo, thank
The owner
you.
of Valley Point Concrete. I'm a high-rise contractor. I started this business in 1992 repairing a sidewalk on Linden Avenue and Garfield Avenue. I have anywhere between $10 and $20 million worth of payroll, all in Jersey City, construction workers, union construction workers. Benefits are paid. All right? Right now I have 3 guys working for me because everybody's scared about this payroll tax, how it's going to affect. All right? I have a list of Jersey City residents right here that don't work for me anymore because I'm going to put in names to the people that are actually going to be affected by this. Charles Sampson, Carpenter, Arlington Avenue, Jersey City, will not get a paycheck from me anymore. Ronnie Sorrell, 100 Montgomery Avenue, Jersey City, will not get a paycheck from me anymore. George Perez, Pacific Avenue in Jersey City, will not get a paycheck anymore. Eric Griffin, Carpenter, 129 Charles Street, will not get a paycheck from me anymore. I could go on and on with this list. All right? One of the reasons what George Schreck just mentioned, that I don't know how many people were here in 1971. Anybody want to raise your hands who was here in 1971 in Jersey City? Okay, let's start with you. Remember when Jersey City water?
Sir, if you could just get back to the. Yep.
Until companies like Lefrak and Matt Calley came over and decided to build office buildings to bring people from New York to work here. They also had the plan that you could live and work in Jersey City. They built apartment buildings. They built condominium buildings. Everybody remembers the sign when you drove into the tunnel, if you lived here, you'd be home already. It was a brilliant plan. You had retail, you had commercial, and you had residential. That's Newport.
You built on my playing grounds.
Okay, let's. Mr. Belletto, please complete your remarks.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, these companies, just like George Fonta said, they're going to leave. The economic, and with Councilman Young, Jamie Lefrak said approximately $8 a square foot. These office buildings in Newport that created, in Matt Calley, that created the rebirth of Jersey City and made it the Gold Coast that everybody in the country, they study in school on urban redevelopment, all right, is going to go away. When these buildings are abandoned, they'll probably be knocked down and be replaced by high-rise condominium rental buildings, which would increase the amount of families that live in Jersey City, which will increase the amount of school children you have in your school, but you won't be collecting any money. And one other thing about it is, what George mentioned about how you keep track of how you're going to collect the money. I'm a union contractor. It's very simple for me, you know. But on 75 Park Lane South, that non-union building that went up, where there was payroll fraud going on every day, and I watched every politician, not you guys, because you guys are stuck with a problem you have to fix that you weren't created. But I watched Phil Murphy, I watched the mayor of Jersey City say, we're going to keep track of this. I know for a fact everybody's getting 1099 over there. A few people were on a payroll, right? Cyrus Vance Jr. in New York just indicted a ton of companies, and one of them specifically Parkside. And to quote what he said was that these companies take advantage of the most vulnerable portion of our workforce, the undocumented immigrant. These people that I just read to you, they're not going to have a job, they're not going to have benefits. There are going to be no union construction in Jersey City anymore. It's going to be high-rise construction, increasing families, increasing everything else for your school system, but it will not, at any stage along the line, be able to collect the money, because every business is already analyzing how they're going to move out of Jersey City. Harts Mountain is already analyzing what they're going to build in Weehawken. Right? The redevelopment on 333 River Street, where they put a few office buildings, well, they may be knocking them down and putting 75-story office buildings like Lefrak put over here. You're not going to get what you think you're going to get. The payroll fraud is going to be rampant throughout the industry. Union workers are going to get decimated. And on one of the pictures, which I'd like to pass to you, I'm sorry. Yep. This is what
Can I tell you something about those pictures?
Let's let him finish his remarks,
Okay,
please.
yeah.
Gentlemen,
Yeah, I know.
I remember coming out of Pavonia Station in 1979 when there was a little shack with a building that was falling down, looked like a war zone, with all torn out tracks and everything, and you remember what it was like back then. The rebirth of Jersey City was a mixed-use community. And never compare Jersey City to Newark, because Newark was under federal aid from when I was in college in there in the 80s. And one thing you always noticed about Newark is that they had all these grand office buildings filled with law firms, but none of them lived there. There was no, only now do they start building residential. Nobody
you.
lived in Newark.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Mr.
sir.
Boletto.
Thank you. You
And one last thing, if I may.
No.
Sir,
Okay.
no,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
We have a
Thank you for your
look
time.
behind you.
Good evening.
What's nice about those railroad yards?